Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. I didn't really mean to make part three, but this is part three, and this is the best one I've done because I've learned a few more things about it. So let's take an ellipse and just hit P. I'm going to take a 2-point line, holding down the control button and hit P. Control D, make it 90-degree turn. And I'm going to take that with the Smart Fill tool and fill it in. I'm going to nudge it over. I'm going to left click, right click. I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. I'm going to contour the inside. And look at that. Now I'm going to just take this away because I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to nudge that back. And I'm going to go to Object and break the contour apart. Then I'm going to grab the inner piece with the Shape tool. And I'm going to grab all three of those nodes. And I'm going to go to, I like shutting. A lot of people leave all their dockers open and I get confused which one, I might, that looks pretty good. You could go a little bit, let's go a little bit, maybe like 0.75. Yeah, that looks a little better. Now, because this is in the center of the page, we can control G to group, control D to duplicate, alternate C. And you don't even have to alternate C it. You could always just do this. Just control D and then grab it right here and just mirror it over. Now we need to delete these interior lines and we have that item. Now the inside is a little thicker than the outside. And you know what? That's a good question. We could fix that. Let's make it a little more even. Let's draw an ellipse and hit P. That's going to be too much, so we're going to hit the Shift tool. And then we're going to just take our virtual segment delete key and delete. I did not do that on the first one. See, that way the sides and because we've doubled the size here and we only single the size there, because we're going to smart fill it anyway. You need to. And then we can left click, right click, and I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to go back. And the reason I've smart filled is now it's all one piece. But I want gray. And I don't want any outline. Because to me, the extrude tool works better by doing this. So I'm going to go like that. And then at this time, I'm going to rotate it quite a bit. And then I'm going to get I don't want it quite so thick. See, I always get confused on which is, sometimes you can move that handle, sometimes you can't. So I'm a little bit cantawampus, but big deal. So grab it all now and go to Object and break the extrude group apart. And then just nudge this out of the way. So this is our pieces. And if we go to Object, Group, and Ungroup, well, one, I don't like that right there, but I don't think that's going to matter. Let's get the interactive fill tool and swipe across. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put gray in both ends. I've learned this. So that's about the same. And I'll kind of get it even. And then I can go through here and double click and it's going to put gray every time. It's going to add gray every time. Instead of, if you have white on one end, they're going to progressively get white. So I'll kind of learn that today. And then I don't think you can, but I'd like to. I don't think you can. I'd like to do every other one without having to do this. If you could select every one with the Shift tool, I might look into that because that would be pretty cool. And I think this just looks cool, especially when we do it. Now, earlier today, I mentioned that you could use the copy from, but let's pick this one and we go to edit because you've got to pick the one you want to go to, copy properties from, fill, then you pick this one and it puts it there. Now, these are squished together because it put this length into that length. So I'm going to just get the interactive fill tool and I can just stretch this out and make it look like kind of like that. Now, and the attribute eyedropper is just faster. I mean, I'm done. Now I want to make this a little bit darker and put it on top. And that looks pretty cool, but when you put a black background on it, and when I first started making videos, I was helping only laser people, and then more and more people asked me for things like this in color and gradients, and I used to feel like I was just a laser Corel guy, and now through the years of people asking me questions, and I still think this would look a little bit better, like I did in the second one, in putting a little bit of darkness in the corners. But you've got to admit, and I think this one looks a little bit better. I didn't angle it as much. Yeah, I like this one better. So when I got to that 3 and angled it, I angled it too much. But, another thing, it looks a little better. I can make this a little darker too, and it makes it look better. Anyway, that's a kind of a fun thing to draw. Hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.